Do you ever feel like you study English, but you can't speak it?
Yes, I feel that. It's like you know the words, but they don't come out.
Exactly. And that's what we're diving into today, because the way to close that gap in 2026 is so different from how we were all taught in school. We're going to talk about why your textbook might be the thing holding you back, how to use AI to become a confident speaker, and the one mindset shift that honestly changes everything.
And we are so glad you're here for it. This is English After Coffee, and I'm James.
And I'm Rachel. We're just two people who believe learning English should feel less like a chore and more like, just having a good chat.
Totally. All right, let's jump into it. So, Rachel, that gap we mentioned, the knowing versus doing, where does that even come from?
I think it comes from this old idea that language is a school subject, like history or math. You memorize facts, you study rules, you take a test, and then you know it.
Right, the textbook approach.
The textbook approach. And it just doesn't work for a living, breathing skill like speaking. Language is a tool for connection, not an academic exercise. In 2026, we have to stop learning English and start acquiring it.
Okay, I love that distinction. Learning versus acquiring. What's the difference in your mind?
Well, learning is conscious. It's grammar drills, flashcards. It's what we do in a classroom. Acquiring is what you did with your first language. You just absorbed it. You were surrounded by it, you heard patterns, and your brain just figured it out.
Through context.
Through context. And now with the internet, we can create that immersion anywhere. That's the big change. You don't need to move to New York anymore. Your immersion can be watching a YouTuber you love who talks about, gardening or listening to a podcast about video games.
That is so true. It's about finding input you actually enjoy. I remember trying to learn Spanish from a book about business transactions. It was awful. I learned nothing. But then I started watching a Spanish cooking show on YouTube, and suddenly words just started to stick because I actually cared.
Yes, that's the secret sauce. Your brain pays attention to things you find interesting. It's not magic, it's just neurology. So rule number 1 for learning English in 2026, find English content you would consume anyway, even in your own language, and switch it to English.
Okay, so let's get practical. Let's say someone is doing that. They're watching and listening a lot, but they still feel stuck. They aren't producing anything. They're not speaking. How do they bridge that next part of the gap?
This is where the second huge shift comes in, and it's all about technology. AI is a complete game changer for this.
Right, not just for translating a word here and there.
No, not at all. Think of it as a personal 24/7 conversation partner who has infinite patience and will never, ever judge you for making a mistake. You can literally have a spoken conversation with an AI on your phone now.
That's the key, isn't it? The no judgment part. The biggest fear for most learners is looking stupid in front of another person.
It's everything. So you can practice ordering a coffee, debating a topic, telling a story about your weekend, all in the safe space. You can ask it, hey, how would a native speaker say this more naturally? And it'll just tell you. That kind of personalized feedback used to require an expensive private tutor. Now it's practically free.
It's like having a language gym where you can build your muscle and confidence before you go out into the real world.
Perfect analogy. So you're getting all this input from content you love, and then you're activating it in a low-pressure way with AI. Those two things alone are a revolution in language learning.
But eventually you do have to talk to a real person, right?
Of course. And that's the third piece. Community. But again, it's not what it used to be. It's not about finding a formal language exchange partner where you awkwardly talk for 30 minutes in English and 30 in their language.
Haha, I've done that. It can be so forced.
So forced. In 2026, it's about finding your people online. Are you into urban sketching? There's a Discord server for that. Do you love a specific video game? Join a Twitch stream and chat with people. The goal is to use English as a tool to do something else you love. The practice becomes a side effect of having fun.
So it's not, I'm going to practice my English now. It's, I'm going to go talk to my friends about this movie, and it just happens to be in English.
You got it. That brings us to the mindset shift, which is probably the most important part of all. You have to let go of perfection.
That's a hard one for so many people.
It's the hardest. We're taught in school that mistakes are bad. You get a red mark on your paper. But in language, a mistake is just
data. It's proof that you're trying, you're pushing your boundaries. The goal is connection, not perfection. Did the other person understand you? Great, that's a win.
I mean, native speakers make mistakes all the time. We stumble over our words, we use weird grammar, it doesn't matter.
All the time. So if we can do it, you can too. It's about being brave for 5 seconds, sending that message, unmuting yourself in that voice chat. That's where the real progress happens.
So we've covered the what and the how: immerse, practice with AI, find your community, and be kind to yourself. But there's a crucial piece of the puzzle we haven't talked about: motivation. In the old textbook world, you had grades and tests to tell you if you were on track. How do you stay motivated when you're learning on your own? How do you even know if it's working?
That is such a critical question because you're right. Without a teacher giving you a grade, you have to become your own guide. I think the key is to stop focusing on huge, vague goals like, I want to be fluent, and start setting tiny, tangible wins for yourself.
Okay, so instead of become fluent, what's a tangible win?
A tangible win is something small you can celebrate. For example, this week, I will learn 5 new words related to cooking. Or today, I will watch 1 YouTube video in English without subtitles. Or even, I will say good morning to my colleague in English. These small goals are easy to achieve and they build confidence.
That makes sense. It's like building a big Lego castle. You don't just build the whole castle at once. You connect one little piece, then another. Celebrating each little connection keeps you going.
Exactly. And how do you know it's working? You'll feel it. You'll have those little moments of victory. Maybe one day you'll understand a joke in a movie you didn't expect to get, or you'll successfully ask for directions. Those are your new grades. You have to learn to notice them and feel proud.
So, to sum it all up, find fun things to watch and listen to in English. Don't be afraid to use AI to practice speaking. Find friends online who like the same things as you do. And most importantly, be happy with small steps. The goal is to talk, not to be perfect.